July 25, 2023. Tokyo, Japan. 2 undefeated champions. 1 ring, 0 room for error.
Stephen Fulton!
Stephen Fulton, the slick Philadelphia boxer with a perfect 21-0 record, the unified WBC and WBO super bantamweight champion, defending his titles on enemy territory.
Naoya, the monster Inoue!
Naoya, the monster, Inoue, 24-0 with 21 knockouts. The pound-for-pound king stepping up in weight for the first time, chasing history as a 4-division world champion. For 8 rounds, Inoue put on a masterclass. Then came the moment, a left hook, a knockdown, a barrage of punches. The referee waved it off. This is how the monster conquered America. This is Born to Brawl. Let's break it down. The setup, the fighters. Before we dive into the violence, let's understand what was on the line. Naoya Inoue, the monster from Japan. Naoya Inoue is not normal. Born April 10, 1993, he's been destroying opponents since turning pro in 2012. He started his career at light flyweight, that's 108 pounds. Basically, the weight of a middle schooler with ambition. By 2023, he'd already become the undisputed bantamweight champion. The first to do it in the 4-belt era. He unified all the belts, then vacated them to chase greatness at super bantamweight. This man collected belts like Pokemon cards and said, "Nah, I need a new challenge." His nickname, the Monster. And it's not because he's tall, he's 5 feet 5 inches. It's because of his knockout power. 84% knockout rate, 21 KOs in 24 fights. He hits harder than a debt collector on the 1st of the month. Trained by his father, Shingo Inoue, Naoya is a boxing scientist. Blinding speed, perfect angles, elite ring IQ. He's got a jab that sets up everything, body shots that fold opponents, and power in both hands. Basically, he's what happens when you max out all stats in a video game. Stephen Fulton, cool boy. Stephen Fulton from Philadelphia came into this fight as the man. 21-0 with 8 knockouts. The unified WBC and WBO super bantamweight champion. Not the hardest hitter, but slicker than a politician's promises. Fulton's game, pure boxing. High volume punching. He throws upward of 1,000 punches in fights. Excellent footwork, elite defense, can box from the inside and outside. This man was born at 122 pounds and lived there his whole career. Meanwhile, Inoue started at 108 pounds and was moving up. This was supposed to be the challenge. The size, the skill, the home field advantage. Oh wait, Fulton was fighting in Tokyo. Yeah, Fulton agreed to fight the monster in Japan. That's like agreeing to fight a shark in the ocean. But Fulton believed, his team believed, and the boxing world was watching. Could Fulton outbox the monster? Or would Inoue's power carry up to 122 pounds? Let's find out. Round 1. The feeling out. The bell rings at Ariake Arena in Tokyo. 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for American viewers. Americans were waking up to watch violence with their coffee. Respect. Round 1 starts with both men feeling each other out. But Inoue immediately establishes control. He lands his jab with ease. 11 connects to Fulton's 3. Fulton's jab was landing less often than my New Year's resolutions. Fulton keeps his guard high, trying to circle out and use his reach advantage. But Inoue's head movement and speed make Fulton miss constantly. Fulton was swinging at air like he was fighting a ghost. Inoue's jab, both to the head and body, is already a problem.
Goes with the jab to the body again.
Level change.
Versatile offensive attack as always from Inoue. Now goes upstairs with it and follows Fulton.
Inoue slips and counters. Round 1 to Inoue. Round 2. Fulton comes out trying to be more active. He needs to fire more. He needs to establish his jab, but Inoue steps it up even quicker. The monster smelled blood and said, "Nah, we're finishing this early." Inoue starts landing overhand rights with power. Fulton doesn't have the speed to stop him. After 2 rounds, Inoue has a 26-6 connect advantage. That's not a fight, that's target practice. Inoue even shakes his head at Fulton mid-round. Like, come on bro, you're better than this. Absolute disrespect.
That is able to land, and he comes with it again, and then a 4-punch combination that included a left to the body from it.
The audacity. Fulton's defense is solid, but he's not throwing enough. He's leaning forward like he wants to attack, but he's hesitating. Round 2 to Inoue. Round 3. The blood starts. Will Fulton start to fire more? He comes out busier, trying to make this competitive. But Inoue's right hand is becoming more prominent. The power edge is apparent. Then it happens. Inoue lands a beautiful uppercut. Fulton's nose starts bleeding.
To the body again with the jab. This been a point of emphasis early on, and then the right hand.
Bro's nose said, I didn't sign up for this. Fulton shakes his head no after an Inoue combo, like he's trying to convince himself he's okay, but he's not okay. The jab from Inoue is dictating everything.
Nice level-changing jab right there in exchange.
Round 3 to Inoue. Fulton's nose is leaking. Round 4, Fulton's best round. Papa Inoue, sitting ringside, likes his son's work so far. Dad's in the corner, nodding like, that's my boy, while Fulton's corner is having a crisis meeting. This is Fulton's best round so far. He's busier, landing some shots, trying to establish himself, but Inoue's jab to the body disrupts Fulton's rhythm every time he gets going.
Range. Not doing anything. Inoue's beating him to the punch. He's there.
The blood from Fulton's nose is more noticeable now. Inoue is busier and still winning the round. Round 4 to Inoue, but Fulton showed some life. Round 5. The power increased. Inoue starts punching harder now. Fulton lands a combo, a good one, but Inoue immediately shuts it down. It's like Fulton tried to start a sentence, and Inoue said, nope. Inoue's right hand is sharp as a razor. It's a tighter round to the midpoint, but Inoue is still busier, still in control.
Round 5.
It changes rhythm up. I mean, when you have a fighter like Inoue just landing shots like that, you have to change your rhythm up. You have to. Throw feints. Subtle movement left and right.
Oh, good combination from Fulton.
And that was off the subtle movement to his right. That's what he has to do.
Still walking Fulton down. Round 5 to Inoue. Round 6. The domination continues. Inoue's jab, high and low, is on point to start the 6th. His mobility and footwork are superior to Fulton's. Fulton's trying to move, but Inoue's cutting off the ring like he's got GPS tracking.
I don't want you moving anywhere.
That time he comes in with the left hook. That's speed to close, whether it's straight ahead or lateral.
The left hook becomes more present now for Inoue. He's sensing a finish is possible. He's pushing forward with combinations, and it feels like he's about to crack Fulton. Fulton lands a good shot late in the round, but Inoue is cutting off the ring relentlessly. He backs Fulton into the ropes and picks him off with ease. Through 6 rounds, Inoue has landed 93 punches to Fulton's 33, 18 body shots to 6. That's not a fight. That's a one-sided beating with gloves on. Round 6 to Inoue. It's not even close. Round 7, Fulton's last stand. Fulton's corner tells him to step it up. This is do or die. He comes out firing, and for a moment, he's competitive, but then he tastes Inoue's power again, and wilts like a flower in a desert. Inoue's jab keeps being a great weapon. He's stalking now, and Fulton is moving more just to avoid contact. Fulton's running like he's late for a bus he doesn't want to catch.
But anyway, he never stops hunting for that knockout. He's always looking for it.
4-punch combination, back to the jab up top.
Gee, these are great moments right here that Fulton is...
Round 7 to Inoue. Round 8, the finish. Round 8 begins. Naoya Inoue is in the center of the ring, confident, calm, ready. Then, bang, a right hand, followed by a devastating left hook. Fulton goes down like someone cut his power cord.
Oh, to get in and out.
Right hand hurts him. Oh, a huge right hand.
He's down at 2:02 left in the round. The Tokyo crowd erupts. The building shook harder than my bank account after payday. Fulton gets up. He's tough. He's a champion. But Inoue smells blood. The monster pounces. He backs Fulton into a corner and unleashes hell. Lefts and rights. Hooks and uppercuts. An unanswered barrage. Fulton's getting introduced to every punch in the alphabet. The referee waves it off at 1:14 of round 8. Fulton drops to his knees. It's over. Naoya Inoue is the new unified WBC and WBO super bantamweight champion. The breakdown. What happened? Let's talk about what we just witnessed. The jab. The fight was won with the jab. Inoue's jab, to the head and body, was landing at will. Fulton had a 2-inch height advantage and should have controlled range, but Inoue's head positioning and speed made Fulton miss constantly. The body work. Inoue's body jab set up everything. He worked Fulton's midsection all fight. When Fulton hunkered down to protect the body, Inoue went upstairs. That's how the finish came. Body jab, Fulton drops his hands, left hook to the head. Classic veteran move. Fulton got set up like a chess piece. The power. The big question was, would Inoue's power carry up to 122 pounds? The answer? Absolutely. He landed 114 punches to Fulton's 47, 70 power punches to 24. Fulton got hit more times than a piñata at a kid's birthday party. The mental game. Inoue even tapped his own chin mid-fight, showboating. This man was so confident he was taunting Fulton while beating him up. Fulton never got Inoue's respect. He couldn't land enough to make Inoue hesitate, and once Inoue knew Fulton couldn't hurt him, it was over. The aftermath. After the fight, Inoue became a 4-division world champion. He improved to 25-0, 20 22 KOs, 84% knockout rate. This man is allergic to decisions. Stephen Fulton suffered his first loss, dropping to 21-1, but he showed heart and toughness. He survived longer than most would have against the monster. Fulton later moved up to featherweight, won a title there, and is now fighting at 130 pounds. Bro said, "I'm never fighting at 122 again. That monster can keep it." For Inoue, this was just the beginning. 5 months later, he became the undisputed super bantamweight champion by beating Marlon Tapeles. He collected all 4 belts again, because one undisputed title wasn't enough, apparently. Naoya Inoue versus Stephen Fulton was a masterclass. A pound-for-pound king moving up in weight and dominating a unified champion in his first fight at 122 pounds. It wasn't close. It was systematic, surgical, spectacular. From the first jab to the final left hook, Inoue proved he's not just the monster. He's the best boxer on the planet. Stephen Fulton fought with heart, but he was simply outclassed. Sometimes you're just in the ring with someone better. No shame in that. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Is Naoya Inoue the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world? And don't forget to like this video. This is Born to Brawl, and we'll see you in the next one.